No, it's you can read a video game sometimes. Sometimes if you're really smart. This is a stream for smart people. Oh, good. We're starting early. I want to do this. It's been a minute. Bam! Oh, it feels so good. I don't know why it does this thing now when I open. Okay, here's the close. I need to make a thing where I can bump out the chat I have here. I want to do this. Is there a setting I can do for that? Because it's too small. I want to make it bigger. 1 second. I'm gonna. No, it doesn't like it. Boo. Whatever. I do like the heat, actually. I was complaining because I like to complain, but the heat is actually pretty nice. I just get sick of it. You know, we have had a lot of fires around, which is really the reason, and I'm glad we're finally cooling down, because all the sun and all the heat makes fires, which is smoky. That's pretty good. Let me pull up Phoenix right here. It's taking a second. It's fine. It's just this year it was really bad, the fire. I don't know. Normally it's not that bad. But it's been smoky as heck this year. But luckily, it's over now because it's freaking fall. And we don't have to think about any of that crap because we're reading a video game today. Isn't that fun? I love to be able to read with my eyes. I'm really good at it. So this is the second investigation in the same episode, which is Kino. If you aren't familiar with Phoenix Wright, that means it's fucking Kino, okay? You just don't get it. We've been bamboozled by Godot, that coffee drinking asshole. He played us like a goddamn fiddle. I think, was it Maya that said that last time? She's like, he played us like a fiddle, like a goddamn fiddle. It was so good. So now we have to investigate this dude. We have to defend this guy who I don't know. I feel like a fiddle is difficult to play. Or a violin. It depends. It's a violin or a fiddle depending on how you play it. But I feel like a fiddle is very hard to play. Like, couldn't it be something easier? Play as like a drum. Like a drum, you bang the drum. I don't know. It's always been strange to me. But we're not here to discuss idioms. We're here to read this video game. Oh, it's a little loud on my end. I'm gonna turn that down. I don't want it to come through the microphone. I got sick of wearing my headphones because I don't like it. I don't like the things going in my ears. So I just play it through my speakers now. And that means I need to turn it down just a little bit. I'm gonna get my water. Aren't you glad? Aren't you excited? I'd be excited. Everyone who wants to hear me talk about useless bullshit. That's why you're here.
You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again.
Well, supposedly, Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose! I don't buy it!
But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least from what I can understand.
Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder?
I think I'm gonna head back to Karain Village for a little while, if that's alright.
No, Pearl, don't go. I love doing your baby voice. Oh, I love doing it. Please don't leave. Please don't get the fuck out of my face.
Sure, but why?
I'm gonna bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with...
No.
No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness.
Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred urn given to Pearls.
Now remember, no fighting, okay?
Oh, actually, I don't have... I'm gonna be real fast. I'm gonna need some water for this. I just realized I don't have any. So I will give me like literally like 30 seconds. I promise. I promise. Highly unprofessional. I told you it'd be fine. This is why quality stream. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, water. Okay, she's gone.
Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation.
Alright, well, let's talk about it first, because I love to talk about it. What to do. So, what do we do now?
Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder.
Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. I forgot that I have my controller.
Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know.
Why is she not Mrs.? I don't get that. Anyway, I'm sure it's not important.
Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you?
I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy.
Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight.
Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center too.
Okay, so we have places to go. You must be relieved that the sacred urn is back, right?
You bet. But there's something a little different about it.
Huh?
Don't at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like it always used to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name into I Am.
She's so sad. It's the saddest thing in the world. This poor little Pearl. This image never fails to make me laugh because she's so miserable. Just the look in her eyes. That probably makes me a bad person, but that's fine.
And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that that urn is a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Karain Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Karain Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to Karain Village to do their training, right?
Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So, why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
Channeling dojo, huh?
Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Karain technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
It sounds like being the master of Karain is going to be a heavy responsibility.
Probably. Alright, let's actually go to places. So we've got the detention center. Let's go here. I already told you, it's not me! Oh boy. I'm gonna have to do the voice again. What a nightmare, right? This thing that I've signed myself up for. That I could totally change at any time if I wanted to. I'm being forced. Forced, I say. A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence.
Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now.
Man, and we don't have enough time as it is.
Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands.
I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge too.
Come on, we'll just have to come back later.
Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick.
Alright, I guess I can't talk to him. We'll go talk to his wife, who's a Ms., apparently. And not a Mrs. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya!
Miss Delight. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie.
Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case.
Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly.
Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out.
Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore.
I had no idea Miss Delight had such a vulnerable side.
Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick.
Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please, die!"
Well, he would never say that. Anyway, Miss Delight, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him.
Miss Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the only one living in a fantasy world. You're the only one living in a fantasy world.
Blah, 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 blah. Did not comprehend the words that he was saying. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief. Ha! The very idea.
I guess I just don't get it.
Huh? Get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different, and yet be such a happy couple.
Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? I hate these kinds of people more than anything.
You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves? No, they're all right too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atmy's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try and find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously. The real Mask to Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And Detective Atmy knew more about Mask to Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then, you went there to ask him some questions? And that's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said,
The ace detective isn't in right now.
but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. And that bag was sitting right there on the top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Mr. Light, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore.
It looks like Miss Delight doesn't know.
KB Security is only about 20 minutes away, by motorcycle that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. Make it to KB Security that fast? Are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No. I'll pass, thanks. Well, why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves. What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Miss Delight told us the location of KB Security.
Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick.
Let's get this love at first sight thing out.
So really, was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight?
Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life.
Saved your life?
I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you?
Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. Went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. "Please stop it!" he screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. And that high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger. All by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yes, he may not look like it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. And that's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Get a nice gulp in there for you. CEO's office, the scene of the crime.
Oh, hey! Is that the safe? That's the safe from the intro.
So I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. Yeah, it looks like a it looks like a fucking sci-fi set. Why does it look like that? Why has it got like why has it got like little sci-fi lines? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Sorry, I had to take a drink there. Ugh.
What has that got to do with anything?
Hey, it's you guys.
Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe.
That today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserved, pal. Ho, 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 ho. Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
If the gumshoe fits.
Well, anyway, the point is I can tell when someone puts the heart into their jobs. I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating.
Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay. But the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
The victim's name is Kane Bullen.
He looks like Boss Hog.
He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. And his corpse was discovered at 9 o'clock this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room.
And it happened at exactly the same time that Mask to Mask was stealing the urn. Huh.
So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
There's a good explanation for that one. Bullet's body was stashed away inside that safe.
Safe? Well, it is pretty big.
Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came.
Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from where he fell out.
I was gonna say, did he get killed inside the safe? Is that what the deal was? Cause it's going in there. I was like, why is it going in there? That doesn't make any sense.
I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard.
Maybe you should start by getting the man's name right.
So, what happened to Mask to Mask?
He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling.
No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right?
Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
Now that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. Amy was always around when the calling cards showed up. He always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective. And that's all. But there's just one thing I can't figure out about his first heist.
His first heist?
Yeah, the Tear of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Yeah, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before?
And it's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see. But now that she mentions it... Yeah, it's what's-his-face. It's Ron Delight.
Oh, that prosecutor! I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight?
Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway.
So, who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway?
That Prosecutor Godot, he's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere.
And that's right. He said this was his first case as a prosecutor.
And it's true, according to the records anyway. But no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular.
No, that's not what I meant.
That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Bum bum, dark secret. How spooky. Let's look at this phone. That's the most important thing. Oh, it's just the desk. Never mind. Poof. Desk. Psh, I want the phone. I want to know who he's been calling. That's what I want to know. Check his messages. That could tell us something. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought.
Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life.
The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know.
Got him. What's this giant sci-fi button? Big red button. And a sci-fi fixture on a sci-fi wall. What's that about?
Oh, there's a button here. Let's see.
Hey, cut it out. Don't press that.
That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What is that button anyway?
It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here.
Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime.
Ooh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know.
I think we'd better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. No fingerprints at all. These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid.
I can't get in between these two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with a bunch of files.
Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle.
It'd be a good night's reading if you've got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something.
I don't know, it looks like UFOs in here. Delicious, delicious UFOs. Look, this book goes right over there.
Why is it out? That's crazy.
Hey, check out this big, thick binder here.
Oh, binder, excuse me, it's not a book.
Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work. Just a little hard on the eyes. Ah!
What did you find out, Nick?
In this file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask to Mask. It's filled with info on him.
What? What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes.
Hey, Nick, look at the last page.
It's a list. Let me see. Tier of Emanon. $100,000. And this looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole.
So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list.
Okay, let's look at that. Because I'm not going nowhere until I have... Actually, I need to look at this too. Okay, so that's the tier of Emanon. That thing right there. It's not the big flashy jewel that he wears on his hand, which I thought it might have been. He keeps it on and be like, haha, it's right here. But that hair, that's what's his face. That's Ron Delight there, definitely. Okay, here's the list. Tier of Emanon, 100,000. Crown of Bongora, 150,000. Left Hand of Hades, 240,000. Portrait of Magina, 500,000. Huh. Is this like insurance, or is it someone hired him to steal those things? I don't know. I guess we don't need to look at anything else. Look at this painting.
Wow, look at that huge framed photo.
All mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky.
There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. And this is it? This was his best sunrise?
Either this guy didn't get out enough, or he had really rotten luck with the weather.
Maybe if he'd lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days.
Sounds like bullshit.
And this rope, you think it fell out of the safe when it was opened?
I don't think so.
So you mean...
Yeah, I think this string shows where and how the corpse was lying.
You mean... the victim, he was killed by being crushed by the safe door?
She can't be serious, can she?
Ew, think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night.
Yeah, oh, by the way, Don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none.
Well, someone opened this safe on the night of the crime, right?
Yeah? And so?
Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready?
Okay, shoot.
Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal.
Yeah? And?
Everyone that knows how to open this safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Former security chief, Ron DeLight.
What? Ron DeLight? He was a security chief?
Ron? So he knew how to open the safe, huh?
Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal.
Oop, that's the wrong. I'm like pointing down at my controller, not even looking at it. Like, why isn't it moving? Oh, it's the wrong thing. Well, I think that's all we're gonna get in here. Anything else, buddy? No. Anything to present? No. Maybe you want to look at this?
So about this.
Huh? What's that?
Hey, wait a minute, Maya.
What's wrong?
We copied that data without permission. Don't show it to him. He might get mad at us.
So what are you two whispering about?
Oh, it's nothing. Just my billfold.
And that's a pretty thick billfold you got there, pal. Now I really want you to show it to me. This was his first heist, and I guess I underestimated him. I was sure I was gonna get him, so I was careless and lost the info on a witness.
By witness, do you mean the guard in this photo?
Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try catching Mask the Mask.
But he got away anyway, huh?
That God, I got the weird feeling that I've seen him around lately.
Okay, so he's not gonna tell us that it's the guy.
Cerebral hemorrhaging.
Security room. Oh yeah, we gotta go. Like, what are we gonna do? Oh, that's probably a bad idea, huh? Probably hanging that on the thing. I bet I know who works here. It's probably some dipshit. Probably some dipshit asshole who we know. Wow, this is really something else.
For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure.
Maybe security guard. Uh-oh, I just remembered. Larry might be. Hey, Nick! Like, what's up? There he is. There's that motherfucker. Ah, so he is here. Yo, like, how's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Maya with you, too.
Hi, Larry.
Here I was, working my fingers to the bone. Then in walks an angel. I've got no problems with a daytime date. It's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Like, huh? Oh yeah, that's right, dude. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Like, well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you.
Really? What is it?
Like, well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. But Nick here is like a different story.
But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
Like that was then, and this is now. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, like a pro. I can't just give information away for free. He wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest? Can you talk to him, Maya?
Larry, tell us already. What's the good info?
Hey, I like that. This kitten like has some claws, dude. Okay, so like you really want to know?
Yes, yes. So tell me.
Okay, so the thing is, Rhonda Light was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Like, follow me, dude.
Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on.
Well, 1 year ago, Rhonda Light was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful.
I guess he must have done something bad to have got fired like that.
Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something, dude. No, that's just you. So what's it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, like it's tough, man. Well, you know me. I get by all right, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors all the time.
Monitors?
There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out.
Oh.
And if I see something suspicious, like I have to contact one of the teams.
What teams?
Like the security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business, dude. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Even if it is part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break, and don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh?
I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility.
Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Oh, you dipshit. Fucking dipshitto over here. What an asshole. Oh no, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say, like that was then, and this is now, okay, dude? It looks like I'm gonna have to break his psych locks after all. Well, we'll give that a miss for the moment. To examine all of his garbage. That's my partner's seat, man. Your partner? Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady.
There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know?
Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, dude. More or less. They really know how to build them, I guess. That fucking lady. It's Old Bag. I don't want to have to talk to Old Bag again. Something is written on this poster in fine print.
A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. 1. Obey thy superior. 2. Respect thy superior. 3. Smile at thy superior. 4. Salute thy superior. 5. Buy donuts for thy superior on command. It's signed Wendy Oldbag, head supervisor.
She's one tough old bird. Like, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with her real genuine ray gun dude.
Yeah, sounds scary, all right.
Well, fortunately she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Well, thank God for that.
Hey, Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it?
That's right, dude.
Did you know you hung it right on top of some lever?
Yeah, sure. I was told to never ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible will, like, happen if you do. Got it, greenhorn?
So why hang your jacket on such an important lever?
Because it got me curious. If the jacket's weight pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill ya? Don't you want to know what'll happen? Huh?
It's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, but for a different reason.
Wow, and take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they?
Did you say?
Hey man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of a decoration or something.
Oh boy.
How did this guy ever get a job here anyway?
No, there's this fucking chocolate milk. What an asshole. Like those screens there show what's going on all over the building, everywhere. And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them.
I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you.
Can you watch regular TV on these too?
If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry.
Hey Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get like a regular TV on it.
And how do you know that, Larry?
Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean, man. Like I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, alright?
Alright. Well, oh, what is this? It's his chair, I guess.
That's my workstation. Like, pretty cool, huh? I keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating.
Look at all this equipment. It must be hard to operate.
No biggie. I think there's an instruction manual somewhere in the room.
Somewhere.
Instruction manual? What are you gonna do in an emergency?
Well, like, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual, man. Like, during that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what us security professionals call it's teamwork.
Even Maya and Pearls could run this place better.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Smells like old bag. I got an achievement that says smells like old bag. Thank you, Steam. Thank you, Steam achievement. I can't pull this lever either. Lever. I should probably learn how to talk, huh? Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Larry, I want you to tell me about the night of the murder.
Oh man, like, why do we have to talk about that? Why don't we talk about what we're gonna do tonight instead, Maya?
I won't get anywhere if I can't break these cyclocks. I think I have to present Maya's Magatama to get the ball rolling here.
Okay, I just wanted to try and see what he would say. Take this, motherfucker. You big dumb piece of shit. You big dumb asshole. The night of the crime.
On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to?
What? Of course I was. Like, why wouldn't I have been?
But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delight?
But that was that. And this is this?
Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night, too?
Like never. I didn't sneak out. I tell you what, I'll even bet you $1.
$1? Wow. Well, that's confidence.
Like what's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have like evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain?
The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is...
Okay, let's check a look. Poster for the treasures of Korean exhibit. Camera data, security camera. No, this is all crap. It's all crap. The blackmail letter. Ron's wallet. Found at 1 a.m. the night of the crime. Key card. Publicity photo. Autopsy report. Article on Mask to Mask's first heist. The buzzer, right? Or else we're gone. Ah, oh, damn it. Woo! Like I was scared for a minute.
Larry seems pretty relieved.
But I tell ya, I'm not relieved. I'll even bet you 70 cents.
I'm gonna break these cyclocks if it's the last thing I do.
Ooh, what's with that baby who had his favorite toy taken away from him look on your face? Okay, evidence. Found in Ron's wallet. Around the night of the crime. Is this it? Yeah, okay.
And this wallet. You know about this, right?
Like I've never seen it before?
Liar! You hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday.
Like, give me a break, man. He's so stupid. He's such a dumbass. Like, give me a break, man. You can't expect me to remember, like, every little thing that happens.
Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday.
Yeah, 1 in the morning. He was at the building. He's in for it. I'm gonna pin the crime on Larry just because. Like 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office.
Yeah, but there's it's like something you didn't think about.
What's that?
My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. Like the murderer might have snuck in before then.
What do you mean by that?
If the murderer had, like, snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. Like, it was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine.
Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry.
We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Where's the... Ah, here it is. 1 a.m. What? What? I've never seen anyone look so relieved in my whole life. Like, what's with that little lamb that can't get back to sleep look on your face, man? I guess I'm gonna have to rattle this cage a bit more. Listen up, Larry. Killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. I thought, but the time of death was at 1. But he was on, I don't understand. Am I missing something? This? Because it was used? Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Like, yeah, it does, but I can't just show the record to anyone, you know? And that keycard data was already made public in the trial today. Like what? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is, like, supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. And furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. Like, no way? Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Like, no. Oh, jeez, man. Mr. Papadopoulos is, like, totally gonna fire me. That's my fucking health back. Alright, Larry. Alright, dipshitto. Your time has come. Oh, I knew it. I have to go back to my home in Boston, man. I knew it. It's like all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. Like my fault.
Larry.
There was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. Like, so I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Like her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke, man. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me, like, right in the kisser. Normally, I'm, like, the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya?
Yeah?
So is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry, man. It's all my fault. How can I ever make up for it, Nick? Like, what can I do? What?
He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby.
Boy, Nick! Like, is there anything I can do? Anything? Just name it. Like, I'll do whatever I have to make up for it. I like, swear I will. Larry.
Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got?
She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick. All right. Well, tell me about this. I think you know how much I want to help you guys, but I really don't know what to say about that.
What is it, Nick?
It's just that he seems so, I don't know, pleasant.
The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
Like, that's right. Just like my heart's connected to yours, Maya. Like, go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Thanks, I try. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? It's fine. Maya's like 19 now, I think. She was 17 in the first game. And Larry's at least mentally 19. Hearts, oh no, that's not what I was thinking about. Like all hearts are connected, man. Scala, like Adkylum, dude.
Yes, please. Please tell us.
Like, okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. Okay, I guess he's gonna tell us. Instead of telling us, he's gonna wait, and we have to ask him again, and then he's gonna tell us.
I accidentally pressed the button earlier.
Like, yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO's office is like on the 1st floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Like, plus there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet.
Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night?
There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Like, of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either.
Do you think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please?
I go, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya.
What do you think, Nick?
He's probably right. I don't think even Ah!
What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake.
Huh? But how?
It can't be. Like, it's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? Like that night, it went off just once in the morning at around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened.
Just 1 second. Sorry, I had like a big cough building up. I think this Larry's shaggy voice does something weird, and it made me feel weird in my throat. It's big, giant, like hacking cough. But it's fine now. It's fine. Like, really? Are you serious? Like, that's terrible. It can't be, dude. Bum bum. Looks like you're the asshole. Can I present anything else to you? Do you want to look at this? No, he doesn't want to look at it. Do you want to look at my badge? Like, that's not necessary, Nick. You don't have to threaten me. I'll tell you what I know. Like, I know it's tough to tell, but I'm really sorry about what happened.
Wow. Never seen Larry look so serious. I actually believe him.
Yeah. He's like a totally different person.
In that case, maybe you and I should get reacquainted. That was terrible. That was terrible. All right, Gumshoe, take a look at this. Oh, we don't want to see it.
I'm sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. I got 2 ears and 2 eyes, but I only got 1 brain.
I can see your eyes and the ears.
But the jury's still out on the brain thing.
Hey, Nick, if you have something to say, just come out and say it.
Okay, well, he doesn't care. Even though that's very important to his investigation. He doesn't give a shit about the fact that the thing went off. He just care, because he's an asshole. Maybe there'll be something here?
Ooh. The Treasures of Karain exhibit is all ruined now.
Maya.
I'm sorry. It's so sad. It was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling.
Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it.
Really?
Sure. Maybe we can label it the Urn of Mask Damask's Desires. That'd probably attract a lot of attention.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa! That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich! Woohoo!
Wow, that was surprisingly easy. No, there's no... I'm gonna check the basement, too, just to make sure that, What's-Her-Face doesn't have something to say.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright.
Miss Andrews! What's she still hanging around down here for?
So, how's it going? What about the sacred urn?
The urn? Oh, that? It's been taken care of already.
What do you mean, oh, that?
Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found?
Yes! It was brought in during the trial today.
Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Mask Damask's wife that found it.
Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. Well, she's not Mask Damask's wife. How about you don't say that to people?
Burr. I said burger. And look, I see burr. F of burger.
I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along.
Yeah, it looks that way right now.
It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damask to guard the treasures.
Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job.
Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again?
About 20 days ago. And when it was...
And when was it that Mask Damask's calling card arrived?
That was about 10 days ago.
So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard.
I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the sacred urn after all.
I guess so.
What? So Mask Damask was murdered someone as well?
Well, that's how things look right now.
Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at that time.
Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible.
Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme?
No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him.
He claims that's the way he always operates.
That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself.
Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Mask to Mask pretty well.
I'm so glad you got your sacred urn back.
Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it.
What is it?
I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different.
Really?
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews?
No, I don't know anything. Why would I?
Yeah, come on, dude. You fixed it.
Cyclops!
We know you fixed the stupid urn. Because it looked like shit. It looked like shit garbage.
What do you think this means, Nick?
It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews.
Alright. Take a look at this!
I owe you a great deal of thanks to that. A great deal of thanks to that badge. Oh, I owe a great deal of thanks to that badge. Not to me. I thought she was going to say, I owe you a great deal of thanks due to that badge, or because of that badge. And I mixed it up in my brain.
I'm a professional. I say things really good on the stream.
It's the only reason that I'm still here today.
Oh, come on now. That's not true.
I think what Nick means to say is, it wasn't thanks to the badge, it was thanks to me. Tell the truth, Nick. I know that's what you were thinking.
No way. No way, Maya. Oh yeah, I have to present the thing. I'm like, what am I doing now? I'm presenting this.
Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake.
A fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted to the trial was genuine?
Do I? Let's go through it. Maya? Pearl? Could I submit a person? Pearl's the proof. Pearl knows it's the real one. Let's try this. I don't think that the treasure exhibit poster will work, but I'm gonna give it a shot. No, the music didn't change. It was a fake after all. Evidence is a fake too, as I expected. Oh, boo. Any evidence that the urn was submitted that the trial was genuine? Mask to Mask wanted it. We found it at his freaking place. Mask to Mask thought it was genuine. I have people who thought it was genuine. No.
No, I guess I don't have anything. I didn't think those would work, but I wanted to give it a shot because both of these people recognized that it's the real urn. The guy who stole it and the person who broke it in the first place. And saw it in both states. I don't know. I guess I don't have anything. I don't have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Box. The box that had the sacred urn in it. You made the port's used for a box. Okay, this is the same thing we saw before. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything new here. I slide over. Look at the paint. Been dry for several days. Suspicious. It's oddly, and it's pink. Nope. Looks like nothing new. Big boxes. The urn. Blah blah blah. We're not allowed in there. Anything else you want to say, lady? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, well, bye then. Let's go to his office. Maybe there's something in here I can steal. I mean, look at. Whoa, this place is literally crawling with cops. What did you expect? Now that they know he was actually masked to mask? This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think? Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe's nowhere to be seen. Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. But wasn't he in charge of the mask-to-mask investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal." Points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. Anything? Wow, I'm literally seeing nothing. I don't get to look at anything. You doesn't even get music. Oh, jeez. My man's got it rough, huh? Okay, well, bye, idiot. Anything else to talk about? Percent. What's the percent at? This. No, she doesn't give a shit. She doesn't care. What about this? No, she doesn't care. This doesn't have the urn on it. I mean, that's something. I don't know what it means, but the urn isn't on this. What about this? No, she hates it. She hates it. Okay, well, can we talk to what's... No. We talk to you? No. He's looking at the camera and making funny faces. Okay. Way to go, buddy. Alright, what do you think, Maya? What do we do now? Investigate the murder. KB security. We already did that. Questions for Mr. Delight, but we can't go there. Ooh, I might consult my brain about this one. Just to move us along. CEO's office. Present. Anything to present? I guess not. Did I present that thing to... No, this is the first time in a minute that I've had to... I guess I did have to look up where the drawer was for the thing yesterday. That was pretty good. But I'm not sure. Maybe I can present... I'm not sure if I showed her this? No, she's not gonna tell me that it's very... I don't know, it's not very obviously, but it seems clear to me that it's Ronnie in the photo. These are the only new things that I have. I'm not sure who to gift. Maybe you want this? Do you want this? No, I thought we might get just unique dialogue from that at least. I can't get in the safe. I really would have thought that I could have been able to talk to... I did try badge. I showed badge to everybody. Everyone loves it. I even threatened our buddy here with it, and he was like, "Oh, jeez." You guys have really made me reflect on like the way I've been living. But the only problem is, with all this reflecting, like, where's the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know?
What are you going on about, Larry?
Plus, do you honestly have any new information on the buzzer record? Huh? Like the record? No, nothing at all. This guy reflects about as much as a piece of black carpeting. And he doesn't know anything about this. I already tried this. He said no. He doesn't care. What am I missing here? I've already talked to him about all of his garbage. Whatever, we'll find his trials and tribulations. Case 2. Investigation 2. How do I get there? How do I find the thing? Blah, this is not helpful. You suck. This is a shitty guy. You didn't help. Okay. Let's see. Toss the report. Gotta go. Examine all the stuff. Good info. Present the thing. Talk to it. Emergency buzzer. Presented all these things. Move to detention center. He should be there. He should be there. He should be there. He should be there. It says that he should be there. It said he should be there. What? He's not there. Okay, let's fucking go back to him. Let's see. Okay, what have we got? Pink bag, white poster, orange jacket, circular green screen, wall screens, chair on the right. Good info, security guard, night of the crime, office key card, night of the crime, buzzer record. Mask's identity, night of the crime, sacred urn. Move to thing. Right lofts. That's what I did. You're lying. I've done everything. Go back there. This is stupid. I already talked to you. Yeah, that's good pay. I'm just burning through this again because it said to ask to talk to her about this. And then Ron opens up so I can talk to him. Okay, whatever. Move. Detention center. Where the fuck is he? What am I missing? I'm looking at it again. Okay, we're going through this step by step. Move to Damask's hideout. Examine space helmet on the chest of drawers for the old bag achievement. Well, I didn't do that. Oh, I did that in a different thing, probably. I did that at a different time. I looked at this and said, that's fucking old bag. It's trying to tell me how to get the old bag achievement, which I already did. Space Ranger use uniform. I guess I already looked at that. I already looked at it. You dummy. Is there anything else here that I need to look at? A whole bunch of garbage. Police looked at it all. I said it's garbage. What am I missing? This blackmail letter. Okay, we're not allowed to tell her. Never mind. How the fuck do I get Ron to come out? I'm like legitimately confused by right now because I'm literally looking at a guide and it says I should be able to do it by now. Present Kane Bullard Gumshoe. Oh, I have to present Kane Bullard to Gumshoe. That's stupid. Why do I have to present the guy? That's dumb. I've never had to do that before. Move. Going to stupid. Where are we going? We're going from here to here. Gumshoe, you asshole. Look at this man. Detective Gumshoe, and tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard.
That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal.
Oh yeah, the victim in this case doesn't make much of an impression on me.
Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until earlier this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick, now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask.
The victim.
Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard?
He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is that anyway?
Well, the company basically sends security teams out to the buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets during this kind of work. Oh, and? And, I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
That's why he looks like Boss Hogg.
Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough.
Please stop leaning towards me like that. You're getting into my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier.
Let me go already.
Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Ooh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive.
So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? All right, now we can go. And now we can go back to the detention center. Yeah, let's fucking go. Just to present a person. Stupid. I didn't need to know nothing about him. He's just the guy. He's the guy who got killed. Dummy. Dummy stupid. It's not my fault.
Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore.
Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you?
Well, you see...
On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? And this time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Delight, you still insist that you are Mask to Mask?
Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday?
That was quite a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating.
But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we?
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn.
Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time. So the person dressed up as Mask to Mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atme.
He didn't steal the urn, but did he really steal all the other shit? Ooh. There we go. So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor. You went to KB Security, right?
Yes, I went to KB Security. At the time the blackmail note I said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So I used the key card to unlock the door.
That's probably when he dropped his wallet.
When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there.
Someone. Oh shit.
Then suddenly, they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. Then I came to my senses. The sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body.
Oh, that's why you put it in the safe?
Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it.
Wow, they didn't change anything about how to open it in like a year? That's dumb. That's a bad I mean, I guess we know they're bad because they the guy made money selling secrets and not running a good security firm. But like, come on, man.
Okay, and what did you do after that?
Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building, so I knew how to avoid being spotted by them.
Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight sounds kind of like the murder to me.
Please don't say that.
Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security?
How did you? I'm begging you, please don't tell Dizzy. Please!
Don't worry. We haven't told anyone yet.
Thank goodness. No, I am... But I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually.
Why have you been hiding it from her anyway?
Dizzy would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over.
Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place?
Because Dizzy spends money like it's water. There is no job in the world that could bring in enough money, except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway.
So, he became mask to mask for Desiree, huh?
Hey! Hey! Take a look at this, motherfucker! Hey! This is an article about my debut heist! Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail.
But mask to mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared.
That's right! I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my mask to mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh?
Wow, awesome. But hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo is you, Mr. Delight?
That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself.
Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pearls could see through that in a heartbeat.
But as you might expect, Detective at me found the disguise. It truly deserves the title of S-Detective.
Detective at me found the mask-to-mask disguise. Huh. That's interesting.
Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him.
So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this.
Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume.
That must have been really time-consuming, huh?
Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters.
Blackmail letters?
You got them starting when? Tell me more, now!
Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. Yeah, let's go.
This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got?
No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me to a specific location.
So, didn't you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident?
Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Amenon heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it.
So someone found out about your true identity? Just like that?
It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up. It went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure. I went through all that trouble to steal.
Is that right? But hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safety deposit box, the letter specified, one sent me $10,000.
No one said anything about me being worried, you know.
After that, I started getting the plans in the mail.
Plans?
Heist plans.
What are these plans you're talking about?
There were instructions on how to steal a crown or a painting or some other rare treasure. They show security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods.
So, you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you?
No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans for from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans.
It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him.
So Ron Delight was mask to mask after all. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail.
All I had to do with this deposited treasure I stole into the safety deposit box. Then I just waited for some cash to come in the mail.
Could you try to not look so gleeful about it?
And so you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too?
Well, see, the truth is I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions on steal what I was told to steal.
Mr. Delight, is everything you just told me the truth?
Yes, but please don't tell Daisy, okay?
Stealing is directed by blackmail letters. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Yes, but please don't hurt me.
Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear it wasn't you who killed him?
Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid to discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday.
Well, why?
Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right?
I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight.
I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at its word.
Mystic Maya!
Hey, Pearly!
I'm back!
Hey, Pearls, what have you been up to this whole time?
The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Corain Village to have it examined.
And what did you find out?
Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn.
Whew! That's a relief. I was really worried.
But there's one small problem.
Problem?
These cute little pink splotches, they said it's pink, and that they were put on the urn recently.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal.
Yes, Mr. Nick, we've got to find out how they got there.
Okay. We'll go find out how they got there.
Please don't forget about me.
Yeah, get it back in there. It's the real urn. All right, you lady. All right, you nice lady who we know very well. Let's have a conversation about subjects.
Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you.
Hello there.
I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to?
Well, actually, I was having this urn examined.
Oh, I see.
Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here.
Nick, let's look around one more time. Okay, we can look around actually. Okay, it's different this time.
In this box, there's something about it that's bothering me.
And that's the box that the sacred urn was in.
It looks like there's some pink paint on it too.
And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn.
I think I know how the paint got on it now.
All right, let's investigate again, Nick.
There's the paint. Oh, it looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr.
Aha, I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger.
Why would anyone write hamburger that big?
Okay, we already talked about the World Hamburger Festival and spaghetti. And there's no way that makes any sense. Spaghetti Festival.
Going to Spaghetti Festival.
It looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly, and it's shocking pink.
Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is it.
Ah, and that's the box the sacred urn was in.
If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Wow, you're right. Look, it matches.
What is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would.
Bum bum.
I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn.
Dun dun. Now it's time to talk to her. Hey, lady. Hey, lady. Take that. The sacred urn.
Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn?
Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake.
A fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine?
Yeah, because it's the real urn. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to Crane Village and had it examined.
Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how...
What she discovered was that the urn had been broken. Again.
Did you say again?
Yes. It was broken once, a year ago. And now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too.
Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? Cause it fell over? Cause it fell over.
Because I don't think so?
Sorry, but that's just not a valid explanation.
The hunter has become the hunted.
Well, it was. It was broken recently. Come on, you know it.
I'm not willing to yield to you on this point.
Get a grip, please. One more time, Mr. Wright. Why do you think it was broken recently? Because of this? What the fuck? Maybe because of this.
Ah! This poster, It was made recently, right? Poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit. At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said "I am" on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed.
Ah! I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken.
Well, that was a mistake. Now, tell the truth.
Wait,
Or,
even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it.
huh?
Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened.
Looks like she's not gonna give up that last Cyclock so easily. Do you have any proof that the here, Lordly Taylor, the box? Yeah. Well, Miss Andrews,
What is this supposed to mean?
this urn has these pretty little pink paint splotches on it. And there's some on the box the urn was stored in, too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be exactly the same. Wouldn't you say?
So, what does that prove?
That the urn was dropped along with the box. That's when they both got paint on them. Are you with me so far?
Yes?
The rest of the story is obvious. This box was dropped right here in Lordly Taylor's basement warehouse. If I can prove that, it means that the urn was broken here too.
So, can you prove that? And can you prove that box was dropped here in the basement warehouse?
I sure can. Get it together, woman.
Ah!
I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yes, more or less.
And there's pink paint splattered on the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. But there's an odd shape imprinted into a part of the paint stain. Am I right?
Yes?
If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken.
Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, give me at least some of my health back. Gosh dang it.
I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn.
Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher.
I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did.
Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly?
No, not at all. I know just how she feels.
It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box when I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed into the ground. Look at her, she hates it. She's freaking out. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock and let out a huge scream.
I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands.
Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Crane Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Amy. I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Amy.
Any sane person? Really?
Well, okay,
don't worry, Pearl. All children have brain damage. So, you're in the clear on this one. Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since.
But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains.
Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The Amy Faye statue. Aha! The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen.
But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here.
Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall.
And?
I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it there when you first saw it.
I see. Now it makes perfect sense.
But there's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, Pearl?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews. Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again?
Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why?
On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. And then the next day, it was moved. But why? Yeah, the statue. Well, cause the thing, cause dumbass took the thing so that he could bust up sword and pretend like he got busted on his head. And it looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Why? Why do you think so, Nick?
Sorry, I almost went into Pearl there. Oh, boo.
Because that night, the real thief, Rhonda Light, was at KB Security. So then why did another mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is gonna be making another appearance. Dun dun. Dun dun dun. I don't know why it says saving. Like, it doesn't auto save. I guess you can load it from an auto save, but it's still nice to be like, okay, I'm gonna save it myself. I know that's a little short. It's just 2 hours, but I think that's gonna be it for today. I don't know that we're gonna get through the whole trial in 2 hours, because we've got a lot on our plates here. Maybe... I don't know. Let me check. Let me see if there's like a how long to beat sort of like time estimate. No, I don't think they're delineating. Case 2. Let's just check it out. Case 2, trial 2, time. No, it doesn't like it. So no, we're gonna cut it here. Oh, this has been a lot of fun, though. I love Phoenix. He's great. It's always a good time with my main man. But I've got work I need to do anyway. I've got stuff that needs doing around the house, in the backyard. We're cleaning out things like leaves and trimming stuff.
working on the guard. There's a lot to do today, and it's a really nice day, so everyone's trying to pitch in as much as possible. So this will be good. I'll be able to help out, and that'll feel nice. But that's gonna be it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you people who came in. And thank you to my regulars. I love you so much. This is always a fun time for me. And I will be back tomorrow. Which tomorrow is like Thursday?
It's like Thursday tomorrow or something.
Because the days of the week get mixed up in my brain. But yeah, we'll be doing more clean sweep tomorrow. And that'll be fun. I'm looking super forward to that. Ooh, and that's it. That's all I got today. Thanks, guys. Goodbye. I love you. Kiss, kiss. Mwah.